You read?
Yep.
In a matter of minutes, P-47s were swooping down on the prey. The bombs fired, finding their targets. The bullets from the machine guns beat a stucco chant of death as they strafed the infantry scattering about. They appeared to be working individually upon previously assigned targets. 3 of the P-47s dived again, their cannon fire heating a path of snow-covered grounds of them. Others came in on their targets. Let me shut this off. Others came in on their targets, gliding dives as we could see single bombs dropping towards our targets. A single plane headed into on a bomb run. Its missile found its mark, a cluster of Mark IVs beating a path in the woods. Suddenly it was over. The planes climbed high in the sky and soared off to the rear. The others made a final strafing run and droned off into the distant adjoining comrades. The area before was black with smoke from the burning German armor. The 2nd SS Panzer Division had suffered major setbacks, with most of its armor destroyed and the infantry cut down. The regiment of the infantry was sent in after other P-47s had done their job. We were part of that regiment, went in to capture or destroy the remaining enemy. From the line of departure within the forest, the attacking regiment was spread out in a company abreast. We were with rifle platoon on the right flank, advancing through the woods into the clearing. We set up at the tree line and watched the lead squad scouts advance upon burning tanks, some yards to our front. Want to talk instead?
Well, yeah, ask him about some of it. What was the last part?
Burning tanks, some 25 yards our front.
Wow, were they burning really hard, John?
What?
Were the tanks burning really hard?
Tanks?
Yeah, the tanks caught on fire. The Panzers.
What do you mean?
Read that part, Dave.
From the line of departure within the forest, the attacking regiment was spread out in a company abreast. We were in a rifle platoon on the right flank, advancing through the woods and clearing. We set up the tree line and watched the lead scouts advance upon the burning tanks, some 25 yards our front. So you've seen a lot of burning tanks?
Burning tanks?
Yeah, from the enemies.
Well, yeah, they were strafed by aircraft too.
So they were hit by aircraft.
Well, then when they abandoned the tanks, they're gone. Then they're straggling around. They got people loose on the ground.
And did you round up the people?
That wasn't our concern. Our concern was to keep moving. If they lost the tank, say, look out! If you got them, shoot them, kill them. Don't pick them up. We can't carry. We're not carrying prisoners. Just drop them off, leave them there, tie them to a tree or something, and keep going. That wasn't our job.
All right, let me keep reading.
But all winter, I was never in the house. I was outside all the time.
All the time.
I slept outside.
Wow. After all that action, how did it feel to get back home to no action?
Right.
After all this action, how did it feel to get back home when the war was over to no action at all? There was no action at home. It was just a regular.
Well, there was a psychological chain over. You had to get used to it.
Was it nice? Was it refreshing to be back home?
Oh, then they said, we read in the paper you walked through this muddy place and you got this trench. Then we read over here, then we read this book over here, and then we had another book over here, and they get all their information secondhand. And then when they talk to me, I say, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You read stuff that a bullshit guy put in a book or a paper or something.
So most of that information was wrong.
Oh, yeah. Well, what are you doing now? Well, you were out in the woods, you were walking through mud and that. Well, Well, if it was raining, you walk through mud. We're going to walk on air. The civilians were, they wanted to know what was going on, but they knew they weren't going to get into it.
Yeah.
They're talking to people who are in the action. They say, well, what'd you do? What'd you do that? And then they take it, well, we did that, and then they discuss what you had, but then they get part of it. Say, well, look, maybe we were part of that too. They're sitting on a stupid back porch someplace.
Wasn't it nice to be home and have hot meals anytime you wanted them? Wasn't it nice to be home and have hot meals anytime you wanted hot meals?
Well, first time I got home, my mother said that you drank that damn orange juice in the refrigerator. She wasn't very happy to see me anyway.
You think that's true?
And then when I left for after I had 30 days home, I was going back that night, getting a train at the depot. They went to the movies. All right, we'll see you, John. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Wow.
They're out of it. I mean, and they didn't have what they had in England or France. They didn't get no bombing. They didn't get no this, that. They didn't get food's gone. We were good number 10 meals to everybody over there. They didn't have peaches. They didn't have fruit. They didn't have nothing.
Where do you think your M1 is today?
Who?
You turn your M1 into the Army. Where do you think that M1 is today?
The who is?
You turned your M1 rifle in when you left, right?
Oh, they turned that in, yeah.
Where do you think that actual rifle is today?
Probably destroyed it.
And where do you think that machine gun that you used is?
Destroyed it.
They couldn't use it again?
No.
It was too beat up.
Huh?
Was it too beat up?
Well, they used it during the wartime, but when they left it, they stored, remember those pictures where they stored bombers and planes in the fields?
Yeah.
And they rotted it out there? Well, they take all that personal equipment, put it in a warehouse, and it rots out, and that's it. Then they get a guy in, pick the junk up, and give him $25 a ton of it, and that's it.
Wow.
It's all gone. It's all gone. It's all history. It's all history.
That's amazing.
Remember they used to have those sales of Army surplus.
I remember in Kmart, they had a big wooden crate from the military, and they had all the weapons in there, and you could buy them for $13 each.
Yeah, but some of those were made in China.
But a lot of those were, I think.
Did you see that pistol holster the other day? That was made in China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of those things that came, could you imagine Kmart on their floor has wooden crates loaded with guns, rifles on top of each other? You could never do that today.
Right.
When I go into Kmart, there's like ammo boxes this long, all wooden, and there was all these rifles from the war laying in them, and you could buy them for like $20 each.
Oh yeah, but they were made in China.
Yeah, and a lot of those guns were from World War I too.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that Kmart would be selling them right on the floor. Now you couldn't sell them if you tried.
Well, they were probably all set up anyway.
Yeah, unbelievable. Do you remember going to the Kmart in Niagara Falls?
Huh?
Do you remember going into Kmart in Niagara Falls?
Kmart? Yeah.
Niagara Falls. Do you remember seeing Rita working there?
Yeah. I remember that soda fountain there outside. What was that?
Pigs.
Pig. Yeah.
Pigs.
Pages.
Pages. Boy, you got a better memory than me.
Pages, yeah.
Pages.
Yeah.
Pages. They were famous for the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all moved to Florida.
Yeah.
Everyone moved to Florida.
Yeah.
Every time I turn around, everyone's in Florida.
Yeah.
Everybody. I can't believe everyone moved to Florida.
They moved to Florida.
Everybody. From A to Z.
Yeah.
If you want to find them, they're in Florida.
Oh, talking to this guy that Natalie's friend. I don't know what the hell his friend or neighbor or what, but he was talking with us. That'd be her, yeah. Oh, yeah. Evidently, yeah. Oh, really? Oh, that's terrible. Oh, yeah. Evidently.
Where'd he come from? What state?
Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
He was visiting.
Oh, okay.
He's visiting her. And she brought them into lunch.